Hello and welcome. In this video, we will talk about machine learning. We will cover the definition and history of machine learning. We'll share a simple example of how machine learning works. We'll cover the three main approaches to machine learning, some of the examples of machine learning algorithms, and then we will sum up the tutorial covering the benefits and challenges in terms of machine learning adoption. What is machine learning? Machine learning is the ability of the computer programs to be able to learn from historical data and then use that to perform certain tasks. As an example, predicting future outcomes. Historically speaking, machine learning has been in existence since 1950s. Think of Turing machine and Bayesian networks and statistical algorithms. However, there have been rapid advances over last few decades, and I think that has been propelled by uh, great hardware in terms of processing power and then advances in terms of software algorithms as well. Think of artificial neural networks. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the ability of the machines or computer programs to be able to mimic human intelligence. And a key part to be able to mimic intelligence is to be able to learn. And that's where machine learning plays a major role. If you want to learn about artificial intelligence in detail, we recommend that you watch our AI tutorial. Now let's take a look at how machine learning algorithms work. This is a very simple example. So if we wanted to predict whether a student would be admitted into a business school, we are going to take the historical data of the applicants to that business school and then feed that to the machine learning algorithm. So what you see on the screen is you've got historical applicants with their data around age, gender, their educational background, and then finally whether they were admitted or not. So while this is a very small data set, what you see on the screen, this is obviously going to be pretty huge because machine learning algorithms require large amounts of data. More the data, better it is for predicting an event. So the first step is that you generally take the entire data and split it using like a seed function that could be a random split point within the data, and you divide it into two sets. One is a training set, which is generally 70%, 80%, or 90% of the data, and then 20% is the test set that you use to sort of check the use for testing the accuracy of the algorithm. So in this case, you're going to take 80% of the data, you're going to feed it to the machine learning algorithm, and the underlying mathematical model would be trained upon it. And then you're going to use the remaining 20% data, and you will ask the machine learning algorithm to predict the output, whether the student was admitted or not. And then you are going to compare that predicted output to the actual output because you already have that. So based on that, you can calculate the accuracy of the algorithm. So you can repeat this process by trying it across different algorithms, changing the seed and the training or test data split, and then changing some of the underlying parameters and associated weights up until you get to a point where algorithm is performing really well. And at that point, you can use that algorithm to predict the chances of admission for a student who would apply in the future. Now let's take a look at three main approaches to machine learning. First one is supervised, the one that we looked at in the last example. So essentially the data set is well labeled and the computer program is told by the humans what different columns contain, and then the program is able to predict the outcomes based on that. The second one is unsupervised. In this, the data is not labeled, so it's left to the computer program to figure out what are the underlying patterns and connections within different pieces of the data. The third one is reinforcement learning, and this is essentially the ability of computer programs to be able to figure out the sequence of steps to get to a goal or an outcome. So think of it as a game of chess, where essentially the goal for a chess player or a machine learning algorithm is to be able to lose sort of as little number of pieces, and the eventual goal is to be able to win the game. So as the machine learning algorithm or the player goes ahead with a couple of steps, there's a penalty or an award in terms of the result of that step. And then the machine learning algorithm is able to learn from those, and it's able to figure out what is the right sequence of events to be able to meet a certain goal. Now let's take a look at some of the examples of machine learning algorithms. Deep learning algorithms, the ones that are built upon artificial neural networks, are now the most popular ones and probably the best performing ones as well. Then you have algorithms built upon decision trees, linear regression, logistical regression, k-nearest neighbors, random forest. This could be a long list. We are not going to cover all of them over here, but if you're interested, you can watch some of our other tutorials or look these up online. Now let's go over the advantages or benefits of machine learning. Machine learning can be used in a lot of other scientific fields. AI as a whole, machine learning is a subset of that. But then in natural language processing, robotics, computer vision, speech recognition, you could use it in other fields of sciences, physics, chemistry, geology. I mean, that the opportunity to apply machine learning, that is limitless. And then you can apply machine learning in different industries: e-commerce, healthcare, finance, customer support, pretty much across the breadth of industries. And what are some of the benefits to those industries? To businesses, you get the improved return on investment. There's improved productivity because machines, as an example, can work around the clock. They don't get tired. And then efficiency. These algorithms typically don't make errors like humans do. And finally, there's benefit beyond just ROI. So machine learning can have impact on improving human lives and safety. So what are some of the challenges in terms of machine learning algorithms performance? The first one has got to do with data. If the amount of data is not enough, then that could be a challenge for the machine learning algorithm in terms of sufficient training and learning. Then the second aspect could be quality of data. If data is not sort of well labeled, the data is incorrect, or it's not reflective of the real data, then that could be a challenge. Then we have overfitting of or underfitting of data. Overfitting essentially means that when we are training the algorithm, we fine tune it so much in terms of what the training set is that it becomes biased, and then it's not reflective or capable enough of sort of working or predicting the real data. The underfitting is the other side of that, where you keep sort of too much control over training the algorithm and do not train it enough. So in that sense, it's not able to perform well when predicting against the real world data. And finally, this is more of sort of the business application, where sometimes machine learning algorithms are not applied in a way that they are solving for the problems that are meant to be solved for in terms of ROI to the business. So that sums up this tutorial. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please put that in the comment section of the video, or alternatively submit your feedback at launchpad.com. Thank you.